Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Skyblock series. Today's episode is episode 51, and we are starting things back off outside our now, well, nearly fully finished storage area. Of course, there's still not really a roof on this thing, but hey, it is looking pretty decent, and it is storing basically all of our items at this point, and that's the part that really matters. In the last episode we did work on quite a bit of details. As you can see, I started making the whole tree farm area look a little bit better by including the wood kinds around it, which I actually think made it look way better. So yeah, that is basically what we did in the last episode. And I did say in the last episode that my plans for today's episode are gonna be to start working on the rocket factory or rocket farm. And that's what we're gonna do today. So I've come up with a little bit of a design with the autocrafters that will basically make it so that the gunpowder and the paper that we'll be collecting will automatically be turned into rockets, stuff like that. Wasn't too complicated, but I did decide to make it just on my own time in the creative world, to not bother you all with all that kind of boring detail work. And the design that I did come up with works fine, so we're gonna be using that. Although we're probably not gonna get to that point just yet, since we first of all need to make the farms, of course. And I'm thinking we're gonna start off with the sugarcane farm, since it is actually quite similar to the bamboo factory or bamboo farm that we made a couple of episodes back. So yeah, why not just start out with that? Now, a painful part is that I'm once again gonna need quite a bit of dirt, of course, for this thing. And yeah, well, I cannot buy sand anymore or create sand anymore, so we're gonna have to go with dirt. So that's of course gonna be a bit tedious yet again. But outside of that, the sugarcane farm is really quite easy to make. It's basically the same thing as this thing, only just not as tall, since bamboo of course grows a bit taller, and also a little bit less efficient, since, you know, sugarcane grows a bit slower than bamboo. But outside of that, it's really nothing special. And we're gonna make it somewhat right next to this thing, because why not? And I think, well, to start things off, we might as well just go ahead and use these blocks again that we apparently left behind here. I don't know why, but yeah, it's whatever. And we're gonna start off by creating a bit of a platform for this thing as well. So we're gonna go over here. There we go. Then we're gonna mine out this, because this is not needed. And we're gonna be making a similar track to also get all of the rockets to the chests or to the storage area, but that will all come later. I think it's handy to focus on the farm itself first, and then, you know, think about all of the other kinds of details. So here we go. We're gonna make this little platform first, and we'll be using the same kind of like auto crafting system as we got right here in order to actually make the, what's it called? The paper. Since, you know, paper also needs to be crafted before it can be turned into rockets. So we're gonna be using kind of a similar thing as this thing, only not as big, so to say. Let's see, can I make this jump? Alright, well, not if I mess it up insanely. But there we go. Now, what I quickly want to try and test out first is actually, first of all, can I place sugarcane on moss? I've never tried this, so I have no idea. Oh yeah, okay, so we can actually do that, which is really nice, because moss is of course a bit easier for me to gather a lot of than dirt is. So we're gonna make it out of moss, since that also, well, doesn't look bad or anything. Now, how much moss do we have as of right now? Not that much, so we'll still have to turn some more, you know, what's it called? Oh yeah, we'll have to turn some more stone into moss, but that is really not that big of a deal. Let's quickly collect all of that. We'll of course be doing that every now and then again. But let's first try and figure out what kind of pattern we want. So of course, sugarcane needs a water block, but that doesn't mean that we're going to be making rows here. So I'm not going to make like this in the sugarcane farm, because this is of course really quite inefficient in terms of space used. In comparison to amount of water used, so to say. So what we can do, hold on, let's see. So this is like the most optimal way of doing it, I believe. because then you have basically nearly no water being used, but still all these spots are of course moist, which is important. And so you can kind of have like a setup like this. And I'm pretty certain like this it's gonna be sort of the most efficient. Let's see, so we have that. Then we have all of those with water. So all these spots can have sugarcane, and then I think we can even have it like this as well. Yeah, that will still work. So we're gonna make somewhat of a pattern like that. Of course, it doesn't look symmetrical or anything as of right now, but that's also because it's not that big yet. Once it gets bigger, it actually turns itself into a more symmetrical thing. But besides that, that also doesn't really matter, of course, how symmetrical it is. But we can make this thing quite wide. I think we should make it the width of how big a flying machine can be. Of course, this thing that we built right here is not nearly the maximum size of a flying machine. We can really go bigger. And I feel like we should, because of course this thing is far more efficient than the sugarcane farm will be. Now I just literally need to realize how many blocks that is. So that's 1, 2 used, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right now there can be another 5 blocks added onto this. So that means we can make it 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically 9 blocks to that side, then another 9 blocks to that side, so that's 18. We can make it 20 blocks wide, which is of course really quite wide, but that's good. That's the maximum size for one flying machine, I believe. So we're actually gonna go ahead and do that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, okay, I fell. Let's quickly use that time to just go ahead and sleep and drink some of my yogurt. Hold on, I actually need to open the thing still. There we go. And there we go. It was a bit of a delay there, sorry. I hadn't opened my yogurt yet. I got some drinking yogurt again today. But yeah, 2, 4, 6, 12, 8, 12. What? What did I just say? Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I was right. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is how wide our farm is going to be, which is of course quite wide. It's a lot bigger than the bamboo farm, but it's still probably going to be less efficient or less fast, so to say. But that's fine. We also really don't need that many rockets, by the way. Like, this thing is kind of overkill for this world, but it is also a bit of fun. So might as well do it, right? Anyway, what we're gonna be doing is basically channeling all of the hoppers that we're gonna have here into one point. Because that will be the chest that, of course, like, yeah, all the paper will go into one chest, let's say. So let's say it's this chest. And then from this chest it gets collected, sent over to the gunpowder farm, or the gunpowder gets sent over here. I don't know exactly yet how I'm gonna do that, but that's fine. And then it will be combined into rockets. But yeah, first of all we need an output of just paper. And that is gonna be this chest here. Is this kind of in the middle? Of course it is not a one center. It's fine. We'll just have it right here. Now that does mean, once again, I will need a large amount of hoppers. That's not really too bad, since I have easy access to both chests and iron now. Although iron we might run a little bit low on if I'm gonna go completely ham with the hoppers, but I don't think we should have to worry about that too much. Let's first of all go over here. Ooh, actually repair these guys a little bit, since they appear to be holding on to their life here. There we go. These guys are not nearly as much damage, but there we go. We also have more iron, I believe, right here. Yep. Good, good, good. And we, of course, have this wood right here. So let's quickly go ahead and just turn this all into blocks to make my life simpler. And we'll start out by making a good amount of chests. So boom, 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 boom. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. That is one stack of chests. And let's just turn that into a stack of hoppers. So we'll do that. That's probably gonna overflow. No, actually it did not. Nice. Go like this, this, this. There we go. That's a stack of hoppers. That should really get us, well, basically there. But maybe maybe not fully there, but at least far enough, so to say. So we're gonna make this into this. Now, don't be fooled by this hopper line. This is just a hopper line that's gonna collect all of the paper. So this is just for all of the, autocrafters. Which of course we are gonna have to make again as well. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, we might have to take some time before we even start on the farm itself. Don't get me wrong here. There's still a lot of preparation that needs to be done in order to actually achieve building this farm. But we're just gonna start with it. So let's make a little bit of this so I can easily get up here. Now we are gonna have the whole autocrafter system again. Which, let's see, so I think we're gonna have 3 hoppers into 1. That's basically the easiest way to do this. So there's gonna be 3 hoppers here that collects these 3 rows of sugarcane, so to say. And they will all be sent into 1 autocrafter. I think that's the best. Then, yeah, that means, of course, this hopper can already go on the edge. But that also means, in case you don't know, 3 is actually not in the table of, or 20 is not in the table of 3. So we're not gonna, you know, have an exact amount there. But that's fine. We can get it up to, what is it? 18, and then the last one will have just 2 hoppers. That's okay, you know, that doesn't matter. So this one will just be 2. Yeah, alright, that makes sense, that makes sense. So, yes, okay. We're gonna have this one here. That's for those 3 hoppers. Wait, no, I already messing it up. There we go, because there's of course this hopper as well. They have 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, boom. So we're gonna have 2 spots in between them. Let's just do it like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If this is not making much sense to you right now, don't worry, it will later. Once the whole system is in place. Like, this is mainly, I'm just doing things out of the top of my head. Because it's a little bit complicated to explain it all in one go. So it's easier to just show you what's going on in my head, so to say. We're gonna be taking these. Now I'm gonna need a lot more again. And I kind of forgot how to craft them again. I'm pretty certain it's just mainly droppers, right? Let's also get rid of this stuff. There we go. It's mainly just droppers that I need and crafters. Hold on. How do you make this again? Oh no, crafter. Iron. Oh yeah, redstone. Redstone, redstone, redstone. Okay, so we're gonna need to trade for that again. Now, I don't think... Oh no, we do have a pretty good setup for that now that I'm thinking about it. We have like a couple of them right here, right? Like quite a large amount that sell redstone to me now. Yep, there we go. So we're just gonna buy redstone off of all of these guys. Oh, I apparently bought it from him. There we go. And then redstone shouldn't be too much of an issue. If I can find each and every one of them. There you are. Do I just have 4 of them? Oh no, there's the 5th one. Yeah, I got a little bit lost in where they are all located. But now I got it. There we go. And you can see redstone we can get quite quickly. So I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried. There we go. Now, a thing that will be a bit more of an issue is of course cobblestone. Since we need that in order to make the droppers. So let's start mining some cobblestone. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And there we go, that's 1 row, and that already gives us a pretty decent amount, to be fair. Do we have any more laying around here? Yes, we actually do. Nice. Now, let's quickly check this chest. There we go. Some stuff in here that is pretty useful. We're gonna probably have to go to the nether in this episode again as well, in order to get more quartz for all of the comparators that I'm gonna need. But hey, that's fine. Let's see, so... Let's make half of that. That should be enough autocrafters for now. Then I need iron and the whoop-de-boop-de-doo, whatever it's called. The crafting table. Let's for now put this stuff on here. This will be my working shulker box, so to say. Just to make my life a little bit easier. I will stay organized this time around, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep track of this working shulker box, but I first of all want to at least get a bit more organized than I am right now. So boom, boom. Also, there's no need for these lanterns to be here. I don't even know how they got there, but whatever. So right now I need you, and I need a bit of iron, and I need a little bit of wood. There we go. Then we make those all into these, and then with that we make those. There we go. And I think for now that should be enough crafters. Maybe not, maybe I do need more now that I'm slightly thinking about it a bit more, but hey, I can always make more. That's not too difficult. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is also slime chunk? This is getting out of hand, man. How is it all just slime chunks? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, we'll grab some we'll grab some wool and carpet it all up. I'm not gonna bother with not doing that straight away this time around, because oh my goodness, it's so annoying, those slimes. I hope that when I make a really efficient creeper farm next to this thing, the slimes slow down a little bit. Because, like, you know, then the mob cap is a bit more filled, but the mob cap should be filled already. Like, look at the creeper farm that we got right here, right now. It's completely filled with creepers. So, I don't know. It's ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. I mean, look at those toes. Look at this. They can't even, they're like suffocating in each other. There's no way. And then there's still slime spawning. Anyway, we'll just grab some of that. There we go. And we'll go along like this. Why not? Of course, not this whole thing is probably a slime chunk, but I cannot be bothered with even checking it out. I'm pretty certain the slime was on this side, so at least hopefully it's only that side. But I will just place as many carpets as I can before I run out, which is quite fast to be fair. Oh, no. Let's not do that. We'll make this one look a little pretty. There we go. Look at that. And throw that out. Alright, so what we're gonna have now is the crafters of already being set up. So there we go. Of course they will be facing down into these chests. That way when they craft their paper, they drop it into the chest. And then the chest of course gets its paper sucked out of it. Which then goes into the hopper and goes into the whole system. It's pretty straightforward. I just, for some reason, struggled with explaining that quite a lot. Anyway, let's go ahead and sleep and drink some more of my yogurt again. Oh. And there we go. And let's keep on moving with this. Actually, let's just do it like this. Real quick. Make my life a little bit easier. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. And boom, boom, boom. There we go. Alright, so what we do is we remove these two. Do this. Is that facing down? No. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to really focus on the pixel that I'm trying to place it on here. Otherwise it does just not go upside down. There we go. And there we go. Wait. No. Come on. Let it be placed there. Okay, I think the strategy here is to actually be really quite close to this thing. Yeah, look at that. Works way better. Alright. And then the last one right here. There we go. Now, what we're gonna do is, of course, also have hoppers running into these guys. So we're gonna go up. And then we'll have it basically... how do we want to do this? So I could have it be like one hopper points into this thing and then the other two hoppers point into that middle hopper. That would work. But that would make it quite slow. But also the least expensive, so to say. In terms of hoppers. Because otherwise I need to do like multiple layers of hoppers and I don't really feel like doing that. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna make this farm run a lot less than the bamboo farm anyway. Like the timer will be a lot slower. So we'll basically have a huge supply of sugarcane coming in for a little while. But then that doesn't happen for like a long time again. So I think it is okay for the crafters here to be quite slow, since you know they have a long time before the next batch of sugarcane comes in anyway. That's kind of my thought process behind all of that. Anyway, let's see here. Do we have any more pretty building blocks than this? Because I actually really don't like the way that looks. Maybe I should just use a bit of bamboo. I think bamboo would be quite nice, and we have a lot of it anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and use that as our building block here. Fly in here, there we go, boom, boom. And so, of course, what we'll do... oh yeah, I can now instant mine this, of course. Nice, because of the beacon here. So just quickly do that, there we go. Yeah, that's what I expected. It's fine though. So what we'll do is we'll go over to this bad boy and we'll make a little setup right here that is basically the same as over there. We'll lock all of these out, which means that only free sugarcane can come in here, and then it will craft its thing. Quite simple. It's all really quite simple now that I actually kind of I'm starting to understand how these things work, and that makes it like a lot easier to make these kinds of farms or these crafting setups. But the main issue right now is actually the comparators. As you can see, I only have access to like 5 right now, so we're gonna have to unfortunately go back to the nether again. Let's see, this is not a mending sword or a looting sword. I forgot about that. I kind of lost my looting sword. I don't really know where it went, but it's gone. So yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Maybe a bit better somewhere around here, I don't know. Let's just double check them all. Ooh, that is also quite nice. Yeah, we'll combine these two, and then we have a better sword than that this thing actually is. So that's pretty good. So we'll combine these two, and then later, whenever I need it again, I don't know if I ever will, I will make another sharpness sword, of course, as well. Okay, that's both just 30. Smite, sweeping edge, looting, and unbreaking. I don't really see what else I would need on a sword. So let's just go ahead and do that. Of course, mending would be nice. Knockback or whatever not is also all quite nice, but this is definitely more than good enough for now. Mending I can get later, and XP is really not an issue in this game for me, so I'm not too worried about, you know, breaking this sword or anything. That should not ever be a problem, so not too worried about any of that. I just really need my looting and the sweeping edge, because then this of course becomes efficient. Like without those two things, this whole farm kind of sucks, but now, you know, it's quite decent. So there we go. My inventory is completely filled immediately with swords. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. That is of course the downside of the looting that we got here. But there we go. Boom, boom, boom. They're all shooting at me, but that's fine. I don't have thorns or anything, so it's not like they are in danger. Oh, okay. I am actually starting to be in danger a little bit now. There we go. Let's just eat up. And now I'm fine again. There we go. And yeah, this farm is still not at maximum efficiency or even near anything like that, but that's whatever. As you can see, it is definitely producing still quite a good amount of gold, so that's all we really care about. Boom. And with that, I can of course start trading with these guys. There we go. And they will hopefully give us a bit of nether quartz every now and then. Because that is of course the main thing we need here in order to... Ooh. I don't know how I just got hit back, but okay. But that's of course the main thing we need here in order to make the comparators, which is what I'm here for basically right now. But yeah, so far I haven't seen any quartz being dropped, but that's fine. It's of course not the most common drop or anything like that. But hey, whoop-de-doo. Nothing you can do about it really. Oh, are you? Oh, you cannot reach it. Sorry. That's my fault. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I don't think any of them actually dropped quartz from those like 14 bits of ingots. That's unfortunate. But as I said, not much I could do about it, so whatever. I don't really care about any of these kinds of blocks as of right now, so we're just gonna drop it all. And make a bit more gold. There we go. Boom, boom. Now I don't know exactly how many... Can you accept it? Oh my goodness, that's so annoying. Why does it sometimes not work, the right click button? Okay, now it's working again. I don't know, that's a bit weird, right? Anyway, this could of course take a little while. I don't actually know how much quartz exactly I will need. I think I need like 2 comparators for each of the... Oh, hey, there we go. Don't throw it near the void here. That's not nice. But yeah, I need like 2 comparators for each of them. And I'm pretty certain, what is it? Like 6, I need 7. So I need 14 comparators. That's about it, I'm pretty certain. Now I already have like 5. So probably 1 more quartz drop will actually get us there. So that's not too bad at all. But maybe I will play it a little more safe and try and get a bit more than that. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how fast this all goes. Let's see. It doesn't look like they've dropped anything anymore. That's too bad. But anyway. Boom, boom. This is really quite annoying how much of a mess everything is making here right now. I will actually hold on to that Blackstone. Since it is a pretty cool looking building block. So yeah, I will keep that. I will keep that. Anyway, whoop. Whoop. There we go. Give them a little bit more gold again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you take that. There we go. They're quite strong. I do have protection on everything. So that's quite impressive how much they can actually damage me. But of course, once my saturation goes, then they can kind of just penetrate through that protection by just shooting a lot, I suppose. But yeah. Here, take that, take that, take that. A bit more for you. There you go. Boom, boom. Oh, that's like really no gold at all. I thought I had a little bit more than that. Anyway, no, it doesn't look like they've dropped any quartz yet again. That's too sad. That's too bad. Oh goodness, I don't... Stop, stop, stop. Enough of that. Oh my goodness, sometimes they're so weird. It's so dumb. I get it, there's like gold or something of gold on the ground, so that's why they're basically doing that. Or why they're interested, but I don't understand how that leads to them just going absolutely nuts all of a sudden. I really don't understand how that works. No, that's more quartz. Okay, good. Let's quickly make last bits of gold then. There you go. And that's... Whoa, 22! Alright, yeah, that's definitely way more than I need. I guess 2 of them dropped it at the same time or something like that. That's pretty good though. We'll just wait a little bit more for this last guy to finish off. Okay, there we go. And then we fly away. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And look at that, 22 pieces of quartz. That will get us quite far. Might actually be also enough for the crafting setup for the... What's it called? The rocket. So of course right now we're working on the crafting system for purely the paper. But this might actually also get us enough to make the rockets as well. So that's nice. That's actually really quite sweet. Anyway, let's quickly go ahead and store this away. Then we'll go over here. Grab some of this stuff. There we go. And then I have basically everything I need. Except for a bit of sleep. So let's go ahead and sleep and drink some more yogurt. And there we go. Alright. So, let's quickly fly over here. We'll make a bit of a normal crafting table. Set it up right there. There we go. What we're gonna need is a bit of sticks. I'm gonna need my shulker box full of magic stuff. There we go. And then we're gonna make a bit of those. And now I need normal stone. So we're gonna swap those out. There we go. And we're gonna mine a nice bit of all of this. There we go. Nice and simple. That's probably already enough. I don't know. If it's not, it's really easy to get back there, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh, that just despawned right in front of my eyes. Anyway, boom. 18. Yeah, let's just go ahead and craft all of that immediately. So now we have 20 of those. That is quite sweet. So what we'll do is we'll do this. this, and then we make a bit of that. Grab you, you, and you. And so basically all of these will be filled except for one, because then this thing turns off. Then we'll have a repeater coming out of this. I don't have any more normal redstone. Hold on. Let's grab you. Okay, I need more stone again because of the repeaters. I kind of forgot about the repeaters. That's on me. There we go. Now I mind a bit of the wall there, but that's fine. It happens to the best of us. Ooh, a bit of water there as well. Alright, whatever. There we go. So we have that. Now I should be able to make everything I need here. Except for the target blocks. Oh yeah, I also need target blocks. Or do I with this thing? I don't actually know. Let's just try and see how far we get without them. And if I need them, then I need them. And I can always make them. That's not like a big deal. Let's see. Redstone repeaters. I can only make 8. Oh, I'm out of torches. Okay. Let's make a bit more of those then. There we go. That should be more than enough. We'll go up here. Then we'll turn you into that. There we go. And then boom, boom, boom. Now the target block will make my life like a lot easier here if I have a target block, because then, you know, I can just have place that here and then this whole system is done. So we're probably gonna have to go and get that. Now have I made this design small enough that it can be stacked? Kind of not, just like a little bit too big, I suppose, unless I can somehow manage to turn it around and then it would fit, which I really doubt. Because yeah, of course this will fit. That's not, oh no, that will not fit either. Okay, so we'll just have them be alternating. So one goes to the front, one goes to the back. I guess that's the easiest way to just work with this. I could try and design something smaller, but I don't feel like doing all of that. So we're just gonna do it this way. I don't know if this is the easier way or the lazier way. Well, it's definitely the lazier way, but I don't know if that makes it easier or actually harder. But I don't feel like finding out either. So it's truly lazy way, I guess. Anyway, we'll of course make them alternating, so that's like this basically. Boom, boom. We'll do one side first, then the other. Let's go ahead and just do this, this, subtract mode, boom, boom, boom. There we go, that's that done. And then we have you, subtract mode, boom, 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 boom. We have that one done. Alright, subtract modes. Boom. Boom. Oh, wait, I'm doing this wrong, by the way. It's supposed to be like this, because of course we're making paper. Almost messed that up big time there. If we look here, yeah, okay, I did that with this one as well. And now, what are you doing? Oh. Huh? Wait, what? I'm really confused right now. Wait, do I need to change anything here? So if this is like this... Hold on, let me quickly do something here. Let's say I get 3 pieces of sugarcane here. Did I mess something up in my head? I don't really know. Wait, what? What's going on here? Oh, yeah, of course there's no target block. Okay, but wait. Right now it's firing as well. Why is it firing? There's not more in there. Oh wait, there is. Okay, so... What? It needs to be... Yeah, it does need to be like that. Okay, never mind. Because now... Yeah, now it starts firing. Okay. Ah, okay. I see what I messed up there. Right. So I did actually do this correctly. Because... Basically how it works, if you right-click this thing... that means that they see it as a full stack. The comparator sees it as a full stack. So basically there's 8 stacks of items in here, or 8 items in here, and 1 slot is missing. So when you make this like this, and there goes free paper in there, then there's 9 stacks in this thing. So then this guy says, hey, there's more in this one than there is in that one, and so it gives a redstone signal. That's basically how this thing works. I just kind of forgot how that works. So yeah, that's on me. But there we go. That will now all be a working system. All we need, of course, is some target blocks, but we'll get that in a second. I will have to probably farm some wheat for that, but hey, whatever. Anyway, do that, that, and that. And that is really how simple it is. So there we go. Then we go to this side. There we go. Yep. And we basically repeat the whole thing on to this side. Nothing really too ridiculous or anything going on here. It's basic redstone once you actually understand it, but you know, you gotta understand it first. And I must admit, I did have to learn a little bit how to work with these new crafting crafters. I must say that took me a little while, but now that I've started to figure them at least a little bit out, I must say it's not too bad. You know, it's actually it's a really good system. Don't get me wrong on that. Like, I love these things in general, but yeah, finding out how they work is also not so bad. Like, it's quite doable. It took me a little while, but yeah. I must say, I also started out trying to learn them in survival, so that does make it a lot more difficult than it needs to be. So pro tip, if you really want to learn how these things work fast on your own, do it in creative, not in survival. Of course, this is a bit more fun maybe in survival for a challenge, but it does make it way more difficult. So, you know, there you go. And I don't think any of you will purely understand how these things work from my explanation, since I'm not too good and I haven't explained them all that well, let's be honest here. So yeah, I doubt that. But anyway, boom, 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 boom. And that is all of those done. So there we go. Now all we need is some target blocks, which, how much hay do we have here? Not a bad amount, to be fair. Here you go. I wish there was like a way to automatically do that. Like maybe some sort of mob that just really likes to repair those guys. That would be quite cool. Can I not do you need this? Oh, you do need that. Oh yeah, they're super expensive, of course. Oh, I'm out of redstone now. Do I need 7 or do I need more? I think 7 is good, right? Okay, so that will fire, and now we have made our first piece of paper. Whoopee! There. Boom, boom. Boom. Oh yeah. We'll just fly up here. We're making a rocket factory. It's not like I really need to be careful with the amount of rockets I use here. And this one, there we go. So now they are all primed and set it up, and they should work, so that's cool. We'll make, let's see, so yeah, this is good. We'll make this 3 rows long again, just like the bamboo one, to really make life easy and guarantee that all of the sugarcane will actually go into this thing. So we'll probably create a bit of a backlog in terms of amounts of sugarcane that gets in here in one go. But as I said, that's not really a problem. If you have that with a bamboo farm, that is a problem, because then it will most certainly just overflow. But I don't think this thing will overflow nearly as quickly. Oh, whoa. Missed the hoppers there. I don't think this thing will overflow nearly as quickly as the bamboo farm could. So, not too worried about that. Let's get you out of there. There we go. Now, of course, one thing we will once again also need is a lot of rails, but we'll worry about that in a second. Well, actually next episode, since I don't have enough time for that anyway in today's episode. First, we need to make the place where the rails will go on, and I still really like the idea of using the bamboo block. I actually think it is quite a good looking block. Like, I don't know, I kind of like the way the bamboo looks. So yeah, we're gonna use that. Why not? Why not? Anyway, let's move this in here. This is of course our working box, so we'll put our working stuff that we don't need right now in there. And we'll go ahead and take a little nap and drink some yogurt. And there we go. Alright. Now, let's see. So this is where the rails will be going on top of. Let's move that out of the way. There we go. And of course the rails will be leading into this from, you know, the rest of the sugarcane farm. So this is basically the end of the sugarcane farm right here. So let's go ahead and do this. I really want to be careful with dropping any blocks into, oh, well, okay, into the hoppers. That's something you really do not want while building these kinds of things. Since, you know, if you let blocks drop in there, then they will go into the crafters and they have basically no way of getting out of that. So that's something I want to prevent. I think we're gonna also make it a bit longer. So it's wider and longer than the bamboo farm. Yet again, that is purely the case because sugarcane just grows so much slower. So one harvest can really be huge. And then, you know, it can basically lay dormant for like half an hour before the next harvest actually happens. So slower rates of harvests, but bigger harvests than the bamboo farm, which makes it basically balanced, I would say. I think a length around something like this would be quite good. I don't see any need for it to be much longer than this. Like, as I said, even having this thing is quite overkill, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't need this many rockets at all in this world. But it is quite fun to have this, so that's why I'm making it. I just thought it would be quite cool to have this and then to not have to ever worry about, you know, rockets again. It's just a cool flex, so to say. And that is something that is, in my opinion, also quite important to have in the world, you know? And it's fun to make these kinds of farms, so there you go. And I went over it by one block. Alright, there we go. Now we have the very tedious task of filling this all in with the bamboo block, plank, whatever not. Which is of course gonna take a little bit of time, but hey, we got the time still left in today's episode, so we're gonna use it for that. I am getting close to the end of amount of time that I have in today's episode. I think that block just went into a hopper. I will check the crafters later anyway, so don't worry about that. But yeah, we do have a little bit of time still left in today's episode, so we're gonna mainly use it for this. But we are approaching the end already. But yeah, I would say this is a pretty decent start of this whole thing. I would say it actually all went really quite smoothly, which is nice. It's really quite nice. But yeah, of course, making the farm itself will still be quite a large task. And also a problem that we're gonna run into is actually the amount of sugarcane that we have. Because I cannot bone meal sugarcane, so that's not gonna work. I cannot do the same trick as I did with the bamboo. And also, I don't have like a huge amount of sugarcane spared up. So actually filling this whole farm in with the sugarcane is probably gonna be quite a task as well. We might have to make like the gunpowder farm in the meantime that I'm still harvesting more sugarcane, because purely of the fact that I don't have easy enough access to more sugarcane than I have right now, which is quite funny. But yeah, that is a bridge we will cross when we come to it, I suppose. Something like that, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I think is the saying. But yeah. Alright, so that is one roundabout of filling this whole platform in. Took us quite a large amount of bamboo. I don't actually even know if we have enough bamboo planks for this whole thing, but whatever. It does look actually, in my opinion, this looks pretty good. I must say, I actually haven't really built much with the bamboo planks ever before, since I just see them as an easy way to make a lot of chests. But I like the way these blocks look. They are actually quite pretty in my opinion. I don't know if like other people agree with me on that, but yeah, I really like the way these blocks look, so that's cool. I think this farm is gonna look a lot better than our bamboo farm. I tried something there, and I feel like it kind of failed. It doesn't look too pretty, but hey, whatever. You try, and you learn, and you fail, and you learn some more, so whoop-de-doo, right? That is life, I suppose. Anyway, that is another one of those. Of course, the more of these circles I make, the faster we'll go, because, you know, the inner circle gets, like, smaller. That's kind of how those kinds of things work. So that is nice. That is nice, because then this whole process will become faster and faster. Which is why I like doing it like this. But, woo, alright, yeah, we might actually gonna run out of bamboo before I run out of time here, which is quite funny. But that's fine. We have like an infinite amount of them anyway being slowly built up. So I'm not too worried about the bamboo running out. Like by this time we've probably already harvested more than a stack of blocks again anyway. So hey, whatever. Boom, boom. It's actually quite nice to use all of those blocks that are being used, because we're definitely not going to use all of the rockets that we're going to be farming. Like I'm going to just straight up say it right now already. The way I made this thing is probably going to be so efficient that it would be enough rockets for, you know, probably like 3 or 4 people. And I am just alone in Skyblock world, so I already don't need as many rockets as most people do in a normal Minecraft world, because, you know, I don't fly around that much, nearly as much as you would in a normal world, because everything is really quite close together. But yeah, that's besides the point, you know. You cannot make a rocket factory and then have it be slow. That sounds boring. That sounds boring. We cannot be doing that. So yeah, why not go overkill? Why not? Anyway, we are actually quite close to finishing building this whole thing, so that's good. It might be quite close on the bamboo here, actually. Now, we also have to fill this all in with rails, which is also going to be a tedious little task. But hey, whatever. Whatever. It's quite fun to have such a big project again. I think I should really start focusing more and more on farms now in this world, since, you know, that's kind of the most fun, in my opinion, to do. And yeah, there's not really many more building blocks I don't think I can get access to, so building itself is still, to me, not that interesting in this world, since I cannot just be as creative as I would like to, so to say. I'm kind of limited, you know, to the blocks that I have, which could be seen as a fun little challenge, but I see it as a block on my creativity, so that's why I'm not really focusing on building all that much. But yeah, that's fine, I guess. We do a lot of building in the normal Minecraft world, Minecraft series. So if you're interested more in building and stuff, I do that like way more over there. And I know in that series I'm like technically really limited on blocks as well, maybe even more than in this series, because, you know, we're literally in an old version of Minecraft, so there's not that many blocks in the game yet. But that limitation I actually do really enjoy. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but yeah, maybe it's because the blocks I like because they're, you know, the blocks I've always liked, and I have always liked them because they've always been in the game. Maybe that's like the whole, we just ran out, but there's probably a bit more here. Maybe that's like the whole reason behind all of that. Nice. Perfect. That actually worked out really quite, yeah, smooth. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. We do need a ring around this whole thing still, but I don't have enough blocks for that. And wow, this, look at how that looks. Look at how this blob of spruce looks. Yeah. And then look at this blob. This blob looks actually quite nice. Yeah, like that. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So now we have that all in place. Perfectly set it up for the next episode to, you know, make progress on all of that. So that is nice. As I said, we will have to mine or gather some more gold again, since, you know, I need gold for the powered rails and whatever not. But it wasn't actually all that bad in today's episode to get that gold either, so I'm not too worried about it at all. I wanted to quickly check on something here. I kind of forgot. Huh. That's just lovely, isn't it, when you forget absolutely what you were thinking about. That was probably something that wasn't too important. Oh yeah, I wanted to grab more rockets, that's it. There we go, I was running a bit low on that. Anyway, I am actually fully out of time for today's episode. I am really satisfied with the, you know, progression we made on this first little chapter. All went really quite smoothly. Looks way better than the first auto thing we made as well. Like, look at this thing. And then look at this. This is like super clean, super tidy, whatever not. Yeah, jeez. Okay, let me land here. There we go. I really like this, the way this is looking, and it's probably gonna work fine. So that's also really quite good. So yeah, I'm happy with today's episode. I think it was a great episode again. I want to quickly see. Yeah, so we have that in here. And the first pieces of paper that have been crafted. Anyway, I'm gonna have to end the end. Whoa. Oh my god, but what? I'm gonna have to end the episode right here. So I do hope you enjoyed today's episode as well as I did. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. So for now, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.